Hi again, this is Tamara Lewis with another installment of What's Going Online. I'm out here on Microsoft Whiteboard today, and I want to talk to you again about another very important part of our online teaching in this environment. Let's talk about the affective needs of our students. As learners, they might be at this point with the isolation and the social distancing that they're encountering, they might be much lower on this Maslow hierarchy of needs than what we're thinking. So, are our students in the physiological or the safety needs of this pyramid? Because if they are, it's going to be very hard for us to have learning that's on the cognitive level. And so I want to inspire us to think about the ways in which we can help our students in the areas that they are in currently in the conditions that they have to study. And I'm going to do that in a really fun way because I want to introduce you all to something that I find as an excellent web tool, and it's called Microsoft Whiteboard. Now, this whiteboard that I have set up today is something that's going to be interactive, and all of us can get involved in it because I'm going to share the link to this whiteboard on my flog with you, and that'll give you an opportunity to actually come onto this whiteboard and to tinker around a bit and to get familiar with what's available in Whiteboard for all of us to use. So what I've done here, and I'm really happy to show this to everybody, I've basically set up the pyramid Maslow, and I have given two images there. One of the images tells the actual levels, the 5 levels, and the other image explains each of the levels. And I want everybody to take a look at this. And as you're taking a look at it, I want you to also come onto this board and think, okay, I understand Maslow now a little better. I know the situation that my students are in. How does this affect me? What are some of the things that I'm going to now think about when I'm teaching my students? So I've got this note grid, which is another really nice part of using Microsoft Whiteboard. And when you make a note grid, you can just put these stickies on there and you can ask some questions if you want. So I've got 3 questions here, and feel free to answer these questions when you come onto the board or not. You don't have to answer them. It's just an idea to get you started thinking about how Maslow's hierarchy can help you be more cognizant of the affective side of your students and their learning. So I'm going to ask you, where are your students on Maslow's hierarchy? Can you identify where they are? Which level do you find yourself right now at this time? And how does that theory then help you approach your tutees or your students in our current conditions? And put your ideas on the board. So let me show you around the board a little more. Here I've just given you a quick Wikipedia insert about Maslow that I thought might be helpful to you. But more importantly, I've started off a conversation. And that conversation I wrote myself, just my ideas of what I think I can do. And so what you'll see here is that you have the possibility to use a pin. There are pins on Whiteboard that allow you to either use your mouse, or I love my Surface Pen. I use my Surface Pen and I write directly on there. It has an eraser, but it also has additional tools, and those additional tools are found in a little plus box that's on the bottom menu, and it allows you to paste things in, bring in images, text, make a sticky note grid, put a list in, or you can go on onto Bing search and find an image there. You can get an image off your camera. You can try to use a PDF in here, put a Word document in, or put a PowerPoint. So there's a lot of things you can do with Microsoft Whiteboard. And this is a chance for you to get out on Microsoft Whiteboard, check it out, come to this link that I'll share with you and write in your ideas. And it's an interactive way for us to sort of exchange what we think we're going to do in order to better serve the affective needs of our students. I challenge you to come on here, share your ideas. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.